Hello, I'm Andrea, and I'm the co-founder of GoBrokeNow.com together with Lee.
And I'm Lee Blackston, also co-founder of GoBrokeNow.com. I am a veteran of the real estate industry, been active since 2009, both as a real estate agent and a real estate broker and business owner.
And I'm a former realtor as well.
So last year, as most people in the real estate industry are aware, the NAR lawsuit came about and settled this year. And in August of this year, the change happened that essentially made it so no offers of compensation were allowed on the MLS anymore. This posed a problem for agents, and not just the commission not being on the MLS anymore, but the security of that being a binding offer of compensation.
Yeah, so we realized that it was not a good place anymore for agents, because before it was easy. You just go on the MLS and then you see what the percentage would be of your commission, because everybody should be allowed to know how much money you're going to make for the effort you put into something, right? And so we thought we wanted to help the community, and we realized that there was really a need for realtors to be able to communicate between each other in a very quick way, like it used to be on the MLS.
And it's also a very, consumer-focused aspect to this business too, because now that the offers of compensation are not mandatory to go on the MLS, there has been this level of encouragement to sellers of property that perhaps they don't need to offer compensation to a buyer's agent anymore. And now that we have to get into a contract with a buyer stating that if we're not compensated by a seller, the buyer is potentially responsible for a pre-negotiated fee, which is a very fair way of doing business. However, a lot of buyers maybe aren't in a position to have a down payment, to have their closing costs, and also now have to compensate their agent. So having a centralized platform where agents can find the commission in an efficient manner also benefits the buyer, because they want to know of the 5, 6, 10 properties they're viewing with their agent, which are offering compensation and which aren't. So they know potentially, if I like this house, potentially I have to pay my agent.
Exactly. Yeah. So we decided it was inevitable for us, because we would be creating a company that would actually help the community, the real estate community. So we're two realtors, and we thought of it. And
one aspect of the MLS that has always been, I guess we've taken it for granted as real estate agents and brokers, that when you list a property and you put an offer of compensation there, it was binding. So there's no concern of getting to the closing table and a selling broker saying, "Yeah, we decided not to pay you." They had to. It was a binding offer. So now in this new world, post-NAR settlement world, the method of obtaining the commission could be a phone call, an email, a text message. None of that is binding. What CoBroke Now does is, when you list a property in CoBroke Now, which by the way takes about 10 seconds, and you put that offer of compensation there, there is a disclaimer that you have to check that you agree this is a binding offer of compensation. So our buyer's agents now, and not just the buyer's agents, but the actual buyer, can have confidence that the commission that is being offered is a binding offer of compensation, and there's going to be no problems when you get to the closing table.
yeah, exactly. And the other issue again is for the agents, because now it is 10 p.m. and I have to show a buyer tomorrow 10 properties, and the only thing I can do now is to go online and possibly find some of the commissions, and also I can call some of the realtors, but it's going to be a very cumbersome process, and perhaps I don't even find all the information. And instead, on GoBrokeNow.com is so easy. You just go there and you see property 3%, property 2%, property no percent. Now I have to talk to the buyer about it. As simple as that. And
and what CoBroke Now does is it just creates an efficient way for you to continue to operate your business. In a perfect world, the commissions go back on the MLS and everything stays the same, but we're not there. So we had to come up with a solution that helps realtors and helps buyers, and this is it. And by the way, this is not just a platform to list and search for commissions. There's an element of a social network to this where agents can communicate and collaborate with each other within the app, and many more features coming down the line.
Indeed. So I think everybody should subscribe to it. Obviously, I'm biased. However, this is really a great service that will help realtors work seamlessly again and be able to do their job and knowing how much money they're making.
Exactly. You know, when you're a business owner, it's imperative that you know what your income is, what your expenses are, and that's been a little difficult, and it's been a challenge. I don't think there's a real estate broker in America right now that hasn't been dealing with this issue and been coaching their agents on how to navigate this new post-NAR world, post-NAR settlement world. And we're trying to make that just a little bit easier for you. And we're compliant, and we have created this efficient way to continue to operate, and the cost is very minimal. A couple trips to Starbucks, and you've paid for access to our app for the whole year. So we really encourage you to use it, not just subscribe, but also use it. Make sure you list your properties, search for properties. Rather than calling 10 agents, you just go to one place, type in an address, and there's the commission.
Indeed.
Many of the people that are using CoBroke now already, many of the agents, are telling us the feedback we're getting is they are really finding it very easy to use, very quick, very simple. It takes literally 10 seconds to input a listing because all we're looking for is his property address, price, and what is the CoBroke if there is one. Is there a bonus? So very quick, very easy. And then to search for a property, just like any native real estate search app, you just pop in an address and it's going to populate the address for you as you type it, and then the information comes up right away. There's an area where you can save your favorite listings, see all of your listings in the property, search by agent. So it's very quick, very easy to use, very straightforward, and our agents are definitely enjoying the ease of use and the functionality of the app.
Indeed. We'll see everybody on CoBrokeNow.com.
Yes, indeed.
Bye.
Take care.
Go broke now, where connections ignite, share commissions reach new heights.